Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wow, there's been a lot of shifts happening since last week, Wednesday. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Make Shift Happen, the spiritual variety show. We come live here at 10 to noon on Wednesdays, right here in our group. Ignite Your Joyful Heart. Welcome, everybody. Just come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm going to pop over to the Facebook group, and it's really interesting how things look different. I've been gone for, about a week. Yeah. Oh, wow. It has been a week, hasn't it? And it's really interesting also when you're gone for a while and when you come back. When you're gone to do your work, to do your sacred work, and you come back home, you have to integrate. You need to integrate back into what life can present. And it's your decision of whether or not. Okay. We'll go there in a minute. But for now, just come on in. Come on in. And let's see where everybody's from. Everyone that's here with us right now, where are you from? Let's start to get to know each other. Just making sure that I am recording in the right place. Yeah, there we are. Yay. All right. I even had to stop and think, like, is today Wednesday? Is it really Wednesday? You got your water with you? Because staying hydrated is top. So as people are starting to pop on, just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and just let everything go and just be here for a moment. Be here with me. Be here with you as we gather together. As we come together in unity. So on that inhale, imagine the sunlight coming in. And on the exhale, imagine all things that no longer support you, serve you. Just fall away, fall away, fall away, fall away. Ooh. Yeah. So how are you? How are you? Let me start with that. How are you guys doing? How are you ladies doing? I just want to, like, how are you? I've been gone for a week in magical places up in Crestone, Colorado. With some magical women doing some incredible energy work. Because this is one of the things that I believe in. I believe that if we are to continue our work, okay, me as a multi-dimensional, highly intuitive energy tracker and healer, I continue to do work on myself. I think that's the only kind of people that you should be working with, in my opinion. So I just want to know, like, how are you doing? What's been happening for you in the last week? Let's start there. Oh my gosh, Christy, hello. Oh, this is so, wow. What a great surprise to see you on. I know how busy you are, darling. So as we gather together, just it's a couple of like, how are you? Like, how are you really doing? Do you need support somewhere? I know, I don't, there's a lot of parents that are needing to make decisions as school is starting back up. I don't know about in Canada, but I know locally school boards are meeting now to how are we going to start back up school? Are we going to start back up school? I know those questions are floating around. And how are you being in these moments? Some of us are here are mamas. Some of us are grandmas. How are you supporting your decision? Are you doing the do you have support with your decisions? Are you confused? There's a lot of questions going on right now and ways that people aren't really sure which way to go. Asking kids K through 12 to mask up while they're in school and that it will be enforced to the nth degree. That's some heavy stuff. That can be some heavy stuff that thinking your kids, especially the little ones that can't sit still, let alone have a mask on all day. So how are you doing? How are you doing as the shifts and changes are taking place? What are you doing for yourself? What are you doing for yourself? That is a very important question. That is a very important question. What are you doing for yourself to help you get through these very different times? Very different times right now. So I thought we could all today start creating. What if we all started to create a list together? Like we all interact and create a list of different thoughts and ideas of what we can do to share this with others of simple things like what lifts you up? What lifts you up, especially now, because we need to know this. We need to have this list with us for when things get tight. When things get, because of stress, because of the unknown. So what would be on your list? What would be on your list to help you get through, to help you, what's the word I'm looking for? To help you get through the frustration, to help you to navigate, that's the word, to help you navigate through things that are going on right now. How are you navigating? I know a lot of you will listen to the replay. So go ahead and type in the text, type in the chat, the different things of how are you getting through? How are you navigating to where you don't lose yourself to the stress, to the unknown, to the frustration, to the anger? Are you allowing yourself to speak your truth? Are you allowing yourself, even more important, to feel your truth? Are you allowing yourself to feel your truth? And to allow all that emotional, sometimes stranglehold, allowing that to be spoken, so it does not stay bottled up inside. So just take a deep breath with that right now. I used to do that. How many of you keep things bottled up inside, thinking you got to be tough? You'll get through this. Don't want to burden nobody. Come on, girls, I can see your hands. How many of you go through that, experience that? It's time, women. It's time to start expressing our truth. If you cannot do it verbally, get out pen and paper and write it, so you can move that emotion that's within you out of you. This is vital, not just for our mental stability, our mental health. Is vital for our physical health. It is. Look around. I want you to do an experiment this next week. Look around in your family, in your friends, and people you know, and start paying attention. Start paying attention to how is their health. Like, just start paying attention. And look and be discerning. And you'll start to recognize, if you're open to it, of who holds their emotion. Like, even listen to the laugh. Is the laugh real, or is the laugh kind of a nervous laugh? Or the laugh, a giggle that might come out, is that like a distraction to them going deeper? They might start talking about something, and then all of a sudden, and then the subject changed. Start paying attention to that, and as examples of why it is vital for us, of any of you that are doing the work, it's vital for us to move that energy, move that emotion, bring out that emotion, speak about it, speak about it, speak about it. If you have to go look in the mirror to speak about it to yourself, that's a practice I used to do all the time. I still do at times. And it's not just about frustration, but it's also about the good stuff. Like, girl, you're looking good. Like today even, I had a different top on, and I heard my grandson, as I'm looking in the mirror, saying, "Grandma, I think you're a hippie." And I'm like, as soon as I heard that voice, like, oh, I can't wear what I got on. I got to go put on my pink. I got to put in my earrings, and didn't have time to put a feather in my hair, but I sure thought about that too. And all of a sudden now my voice is changing. Like I'm from the deep South or something, with a bit of a twang. Reminds me of my friend Janet. She'd probably say, "Oh, girl, you're not from Texas. Don't even act like it." But see, when we start to discern, when we start to look, when we start to pay attention, not just to others, but to ourselves too. I was sharing with the ladies this weekend how I even allow my hair to tell me. Like, I was thinking of putting my hair up so it look all nice and professional, and I just, no, leave it long. This is the natural you right now, Tammy. This is the natural you. Just leave it long, and it is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm okay with that. But see, the more we get to be okay with who we are, I guess I need to go drum. With who we are, the more we get to be okay with who we are, the more we can start speaking our truth, the more we can start sharing our truth with ourselves. How often do you share your own truth with yourself? Like when you're really scared. Like, do you allow yourself to say to yourself, yeah, I'm feeling really scared right now. And allow all that emotion to come up? Do you have those friends or partners, or have those people that you can say? I mean, this is something we can do over in, we're developing that over in the Emerald Compass Sacred Sisterhood, of being able to just flat out say, I'm really feeling scared right now, and I don't know. Can you help me? Can you see where I might be off track? That was a discussion I had with let's see, how many was there? With the 6 women this weekend. I went through a moment of when I was coming down the mountain. So I was in Crestone, and I really thought I could do it myself because I'm like feeling strong, and it's really easy for me to climb up, but there's something about coming down, and maybe I'll slip because so I came down backwards a lot and hunched over so I could like grab rocks on my way down. And at one point in time, I slipped, and I just flat out landed on my belly. I slipped because I was going backwards. So I slipped and I just went on my belly, hurt my elbow. And this was a great, 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 great lesson for me. Because I was just asked right before that with the 2 women that were walking down the mountain with me, Tammy, you need help? I'm like, no, I really felt like I had it. Really felt like I had it. And one of the ladies, once I slipped and I just laid there, getting my composure back. Yeah. One of the ladies says, okay, I'm going to help you. And she's tiny, but man, did I feel her power, her internal power. Because see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. When we allow others to help us, they show up in their magnificence. This woman, Lara, I mean, she was so freaking encouraging. And I'm twice as big as her. And I every now and then I'm thinking, oh, what if I slip and I smash her? I'm at least twice as big as her, weight-wise too. She's tall, but I was thinking, and every time I would think that, I would like, okay, Tammy, let that go, let that go. This woman was just like step by step. That's how we went down the rest of the mountain. That's how we went. My foot, her foot, my foot, her foot, my foot, her foot, my foot. Because I said yes to the help. How many, right now, ladies, right now, who is asking you, can I help you? How can I help you? Do you need help? Call me if you need something. Do you call? This is all about gentle reminders right now of and a saying of the yes. Saying of the yes. And allowing that emotion of and allowing that emotion that we feel inside to be expressed, to come up, come out. So when we got down that mountain, that stretch of that mountain, that piece where I needed the help, I just started crying. There was 4 of us all together at that point. I started crying. At first they were like, okay, go get in the shade. Here's your water. They took the cap off for me because I was like shaking. And I had to remind myself to keep saying, yes, yes, I'm being cared for. Yes, it's okay, Tammy. Yes. Feel that yes inside for others that want to show up for you. Can you do that? Can you do that? Will you do that? Will you do that so others can shine as bright as the sun, if not even brighter than the sun, because they're magnificence. And when I shared with Lara on our drive back to our cabin where we were staying, that like I felt the power in this woman, full on. Now, she would have never had that experience of her power in that instance if I would have said no, thank you. And what would have made me say that? So think about this too. What makes us think of saying no, thank you to the help that is right there, to even asking for the help with the people that want to help us? The ego, the pride, that maybe looking foolish. And if those people really love you, they don't think you're looking foolish. Like, there's what else? What else can keep you from saying yes? As you think about that, let's go let's go to see. Hello to everyone. Hi, Alicia. Mwah. Brianne, I'm so tickled that you're here. Alicia made it home last night. Yay. I made it home like at 2 o'clock in the morning from our adventure. Okay. Yeah. That experience and me sharing with the woman that helped me down the rest of that mountainside. It's like, it's almost, I think part of like she needed to know later when I was telling her, like, I don't think she even knew she was, well, no, I don't want to say it like that. Me sharing my experience of her, of how she showed up, and me telling her that. So she saw herself through my eyes with me sharing. Okay? She felt It raised her. It expanded her into knowing more about herself. Does that make sense? Am I saying that right to where you can, that makes sense for you? So have you told somebody lately? Have you had an experience with somebody that they really showed up and they really assisted you in maybe ways that even surprised you? Have you told them that? Because see, I think that's another thing we really need to do, ladies, is we express. When we can express how we see the other person showing up in their power, in their magnificence, in their magic, in however that looks. When we can articulate that to them, to where they can hear you, you can make actually a life-changing difference in that person. You may even be able to save someone's life. I'm serious about that. You may even save someone's life that you don't even know the suffering that they have going on inside of them. By sharing how you're seeing them show up. So just think about that. Who would you be thinking of right now? Right now. Who would you think of? Like, wow. So-and-so showed up. I felt their strength. They had knowledge I didn't know they had. They helped to facilitate a change. Didn't even know that needed to be done. Somebody showed up in a way that opened up your heart. You felt cared for. See, there's just a vast array of how people can show up, are willing to show up, that they don't even know they're capable of. And maybe they've showed up like that before in their life, but nobody's expressed to them, articulated to them how incredible they're showing up. So write down 3 people, at least one, but let's see if you can think of 3 different people of how they're showing up. Maybe it's even somebody that you might have to have a really heart-to-heart conversation. Maybe they're showing up in a way that's not for their greatest good or highest, and not for yours either. But you may have to distance yourself from them. But they don't know it. They don't know it because nobody's had the courage, the strength to tell them that. I used to have, it's not fun. I would have those conversations with my own father. Yeah. Of how he was showing up and not showing up. No, I mean, yeah, for sure my dad. Just all of a sudden thinking if I did with my mom. But sometimes we have to find the courage within us. Yeah, really. I know, right? Sometimes we have to find that courage within us to speak that truth. Yeah, I've had to have those conversations with my mother. How she's not showing up as a grandma. How she's not showing up to create relationship with her grandchildren. So, but at least I spoke it. At least it's informing. Right? It's informing the other person. When they show up in their magnificence and their strength, and articulating that too. I mean, I always want to know if I'm not showing up and how I can correct and continue. Because that's what it's about, ladies, right? And that's what it's about, women. That we can, as long as we're informed of who we are, how we're showing up. I mean, wouldn't you want that from somebody? So you can correct and continue? And it's not about shaming ourselves, even though those feelings can come up. Totally did for me yesterday in a certain situation that I was discussing with 4 other ladies. I felt this old shame I didn't even know I had. Came up. But I spoke about it. See, all that emotion, all that energy that keeps us down, it don't want to be stuck with us. It wants to be set free. So again, I want you to think of 3 people. And it starts off with articulating to them. Articulating to them how they've showed up for you. And even go into some minute details. Me and another woman were doing this yesterday, kind of going back over our experience in Crestone, and like going in between the different layers and the different energy, and finding even these minute pieces, and we're just both like, aha, aha, aha. Like, it was phenomenal how even we were still having breakthroughs. And then, you know what happens? Trust begins to build. True trust, real trust begins to build. That was one of my intentions for the Crestone trip. Help me to see me through the eyes of others that I'm with. That's how sometimes I have discovered some of my own gifts. Didn't even know they were gifts. Sacred gifts. Because they're so much a part of me. I never knew it was a gift. Years and years and years ago. So again, write down 3 people. How have they showed up for you? It doesn't have to even be locally. Doesn't even have to be recent. Has somebody showed up for you and helped to shift something? Has somebody showed up for you in such a way that created something magical, that you were stunned by? Did you say yes to somebody? Somebody that wants to help you right now. Like, there's some people out there. I can feel this. I can sense this. As you're listening to this, there is somebody's that are wanting some of you that are listening to this to say yes to them, to allowing them to help you, to assist you, to show up for you, so that their unknown, thank you for that, their unknown potential can come through. Can you imagine the gift you're giving them by saying yes to their help, for their assistance? Their unknown potential. Gosh, yes. Unknown potential shows up when we say yes to the help, when we say yes to the assistance. The unknown potential in that other being can now come forth to help you, to assist you. Have you already experienced that? That's what it was. Unknown potential. Unknown potential. Oh, yeah, that's what it was with this woman that helped me down the rest of the mountain. Like, I think that's why it was so emotional when and I told her more than once. Like, I kept feeling and feeling and feeling like every, like when I first told her, and then I just, like, that energy just stayed with me. Her unknown potential clearly showed up. Yeah. Think about that. Think about all the unknown potential in people that you know that can show up, that are just wanting you to either reach out to them and to say that, yes, I need your help, or reach out to them and ask them. Lay down your pride. Lay down the ego. Lay down the thinking of you have to do it all yourself, mamas. Lay down the thinking that you have to do it all yourself, and see what will show up. See all the unknown potential, even in our children. Even in our children. I'm getting goosebumps. Wow. I'm feeling a bit of a giddiness inside. I'm getting goosebumps just as this is coming through. So how is this setting with you? All you that are on right now, and anybody that's listening to the replay, how is this setting with you? Is it resonating with you? Are you like thinking of, oh yeah, I can call her, and I can call her, or him, maybe it's a him. Share with me. I'd like to hear from you. I love doing these every week, because you know what? I didn't even know that this was going to be part of where I went. I know this is being guided, and I believe, and I just feel that's oh, I love that. Saying yes. And because I can feel the energy of those people, of those that we say yes to. And I can feel the energy in our bodies of just kind of like that. Like even the body, but even more than that, of the spirit. I no longer have to do it by myself. Yeah. Feel that. Feel that for a moment. How does that resonate with you? Yeah, I just said this. Wow. When we no longer have to do it by ourselves. Doesn't that feel delicious? And you know what? As we do these things, now remember, right? 3 people down. that you're going to reach out to or be more aware of and discerning of saying yes to how they want to help. I feel like somebody's supposed to call their mom and say, Mom, would you just come help me? I don't know who that is, but there's somebody here. Somebody's going to either listening now or is going to be listening to this. Mom, will you just come help me? Let's schedule some time, Mom. Huh. So, wow. And you know what you do? Ladies, listen. You know when you wow, you give people permission to show up. Not only do they see their or start to not to see, experience your unknown potential. Not only are they experiencing their unknown potential, you're giving them permission to show up. You may even be giving somebody else, by saying a yes or by asking for help or assistance. You may be even, I'm just seeing these gifts start popping through. I see these gifts are popping through in these other people. Wow. That you help you. Yes, you help to facilitate that. You darlings. Now take a deep breath and feel that. So many people, me included, have been searching. It's been a long search. I'm 58 years old now, but I have had this lifetime of search of what's my gifts? Do I even have any? I want you to feel this if you can. I want you to get this. I want you to, by you saying yes to the help, to the assistance from somebody else, or you even asking for that, you're breaking through that energy. You darlings, what if that's all your sacred purpose is? And that all, I don't mean like that's not a small thing. You actually could help somebody else to feel like they're worthy of living. That they have a purpose, that maybe their purpose now shows up. Because in my experience, and I wish somebody would have told me this years ago, our purpose changes. My purpose has changed. My purpose has changed. Okay, so as you think about that, let's go to the comments. So Alicia, Alicia says, as I claim myself, as I love myself, as I claim my gifts, the boxes I put my children in, unknowingly, are becoming transparent and are breaking apart. I'm seeing what magnificent beings they are. I'm humbled, honored, and excited. Yes. That's beautiful, Alicia. Congratulations, darling. That's just, I can feel the yumminess of that. Thank you, Michelle. See how we can make shift happen with these simple things? How many of you women, I know I used to do this too, thought it had to be so grandiose, so large. It does not. It does not. It doesn't have to be a grandiose act or accomplishment. So what 3 people can you either go back to and say, thank you for the offering to help me, and when's a good time? Who is somebody you can reach out to ask for help, assistance? Who can you open up to? Their unknown potential. People will start to experience their unknown potential. Wow. I am so excited. I am so looking forward to you sharing either in this underneath this video, or send me a private message. I'm just sensing all these breakthroughs, yeah. There's some exciting things coming, ladies. So if you need to re-listen to this video, if you have friends in this group, tag them in this video. I think everybody needs to hear this today. This was more than me bringing this forth. That is for sure. Because I ended up going to a place of sharing that I didn't even know I was going there. That's one of the things I do, is I create an outline and then I just open it up to the universe, to spirit, and to essence of what really wants to come through. I love you. I love you. I love you. I believe in you. I believe in you. Together. Wow. I feel so much right now. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for all that is coming through for all of you. I can already feel it. Ooh. So let's continue this conversation right here in our Facebook group. Yeah. Blessings, everyone. Blessings. So much love to you all.